All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Dave Cave and the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network for a special Monday night broadcast of Heartland Championship Wrestling pay-per-view action Freedom Festival 2021, being broadcast from Dayton, Ohio, the birthplace of Heartland Championship Wrestling back in 2006. When Heartland Championship Wrestling was established. And every year around the 4th of July, we have one of our big pay-per-view broadcasts. And we are a little behind schedule this year because of some vacation time, which is always a good thing. But we're bringing you tonight action from the Summer Pay-Per-View Spectacular Freedom Festival 2021. We've already had our undercard matches take place offline. The show opened with Nick Bockwinkel picking up a victory over Mil Mascaras to become the #1 contender for the Pro Wrestling Mid-America Heavyweight Championship. Then we saw a grudge match as the team led by SoCal Val of Ravishing Rick Rude and Ernie Ladd picked up a victory over the Powers of Pain led by the Fallen Angel. Ernie Ladd, the dominant player in that match, and he actually put the Barbarian out of action by slamming Barbarian through a table at ringside. And that was the end of that match, but before the celebration even ended, it was the Fallen Angel with a vicious steel chair attack on SoCal Val, and SoCal Val had to be taken out of the Nutter Center on an ambulance and taken to a local medical facility for evaluation. So a stunning ending to that match. Then we saw the Heartland Ladies Championship change hands as Mercedes Martinez won the title for the 5th time with a victory over the previous champion Shotzi Blackheart. The Pro Wrestling Mid-America Championship, Tag Team Championship was next, and it was successfully defended by the Midnight Rockers, Marty Jannetty and Shawn Michaels, with a win over the former champions Bob Backlund and Pedro Morales. And in our last match before the broadcast, Bryan Danielson, in dominant fashion, successfully defended the West Coast Heavyweight Championship with a victory over Cody Rhodes. And that brings us to a much anticipated grudge match, 8-woman tag from Heartland Ladies Wrestling. And if you have been following our broadcasts, you know that the Heartland Ladies Wrestling territory has been invaded by a group of masked women who have terrorized the Heartland Ladies Wrestling roster. There are 4 of these women. They wear red, blue, yellow, and black, respectively, in their masks and their attire. And they have finally been convinced to step into the ring tonight. So the 4 masked invaders will take on 4 of the Heartland Ladies: Cheerleader Melissa, Sherri Martel, SARAYA Knight, and KYLIE Ray, in action here in Dayton. And there are stipulations attached to this match. If the invaders win, then the loser of the fall will be forced to leave Heartland Ladies Wrestling for a period of 1 year. So these Heartland Ladies have got a lot at stake here tonight. But if the masked invaders lose, they will be forced to unmask right here tonight in Dayton, Ohio. So these women are willing to put their careers at risk in order to unmask these invaders and put an end to this nonsense once and for all. It is going to be cheerleader Melissa to start things off for the Heartland ladies against the red invader. And we will see what happens here as we get things started here in our 8-woman grudge match. 2 more matches will follow this. The NWA World Tag Team Championship will be defended by the Road Warriors against the team of the fabulous Freebirds. And in our main event, Ric Flair will defend the NWA World Heavyweight Championship against CURT HENNIG. But right now, it's all about the ladies, and it is all about this grudge match, which has been months in the making. And cheerleader Melissa takes control from the opening lockup and immediately goes to work, firing punch after punch after punch to the midsection of the red invader, forcing the red invader back into the corner. Melissa keeps the pressure on and whips the red invader back to the opposite turnbuckle. But on a roll of 4, it is the red invader who bounces forward off of the turnbuckle and catches Melissa with a skull-splitting running lariat, and down goes Melissa. And she is down and is staying down. And here comes Red with an over-the-knee backbreaker, down hard across the knee, and quickly the invaders are off to a fast start here. And now the black invader is going to come into the ring, and we're going to see a double team on Melissa. And on a roll of 6, it is black and red coming up with a double clothesline on Melissa to take Melissa back down to the mat. And now the black invader is in the ring. And we've seen very little of this black invader in actual ring action. We've seen red and blue function as a tag team. We've seen yellow outside the ring. But black seems to be the most mysterious and seemingly the general of this invader squad. And she now is in the ring for the first time against Melissa. And right away, the black invader rolls Melissa over into a Boston Crab. Painful Boston Crab maneuver there. And Melissa finally is able to make her way to the ropes and out of the ring. And the black invader will follow. We've got action outside the ring, and it is the black invader who grabs Melissa by the back of the neck and slams her face first onto the ring apron. So the black invader with some rough stuff here. And the black invader is in control. And a hard knee lift from the black invader sends Melissa tumbling out of the ring for a second time. Another brawl on the arena floor, and this time it is going to be Melissa who is going to take a hard knee to the midsection from the black invader and have to crawl back into the ring. And now black is going to bring red back into the ring for another double team on Melissa and a crunching double clothesline. So now red is back in the ring and Melissa is hurting. She has taken a beating from these invaders to start this matchup. And now it is a Boston Crab again, this time from the red invader. But Melissa is not about to submit to a Boston Crab this early in the match. She does take a point of fatigue for that, and she is in trouble. As red is going to follow that up with possibly a step over toe hold. She's going to need a chart roll to make that happen. She is going to need a 6 or lower. And on a roll of 6, she is able to execute the step over toe hold. And Melissa makes her way over the ropes and slowly gets back to her feet. Red Invader moves in and catches Melissa with a suplex up, down, and hard down to the canvas. Nice move. Butterfly suplex there by the Red Invader. Melissa in big trouble here. And now out of the ring action will go again, as Melissa is pitched out of the ring by the Red Invader. But this time it is Melissa who takes the offensive. Outside of the ring, Melissa grabs the Red Invader by the leg, drags her out of the ring, and smashes her into the turnbuckle post. Finally, Melissa with some momentum here as the fans in the Nutter Center here in Dayton are cheering. Finally, something to cheer about, as Melissa is going to follow that up with a Kudo driver. That's a finisher for Melissa. She gets Red up in the Kudo driver, but Red kicks out of that. And Melissa is finally going to be able to make a tag out to Saraya Knight. Saraya Knight into the ring for the first time. Saraya has been the most vocal of the women leading the charge against these invaders, surprisingly. And Saraya is going to start things off with a corner drop kick. That is going to require a chart roll. And on a roll of 11, she nails that corner drop kick. She hits her hard. But after the corner drop kick, it is the Red Invader who catches Saraya coming in with a cheap shot and sends Saraya down to the canvas. That was a nasty low blow by the Red Invader. And she is going to tag out and tag in the Yellow Invader. So Yellow is in against Saraya, and Saraya is down. And Yellow is going to go for a big elbow drop, and Yellow is going to attempt to cover. Saraya kicks out of that, but the cover has been made, and the Yellow Invader is in control. And now the Yellow Invader goes for a roll-up, but Saraya quickly kicks out of that one. And Yellow just as quickly is going to tag into Blue. These invaders working back and forth very quickly. As Blue comes in, and Blue just hammers away at Saraya with some forearms. But Saraya explodes and drops the Blue Invader with a DDT. Down goes the Blue Invader, and she stays down. She has been stunned. And into the match now is going to tag Sherri Martel. Sherri Martel coming in for the first time. And this is a lady who knows how to mix it up. She's not going to back down from anybody. Here's a forearm smash by Sherri onto the Blue Invader. Whip to the ropes. Off the ropes comes the Blue Invader. And on a roll of 7, it is a hard back elbow from Sherri on the Blue Invader. And the Blue Invader is down once again. Sherri follows that up with a hard running knee lift into the Blue Invader. And now we're going to see a double team from the Heartland ladies as KYLIE is in the ring. And on a roll of 4, it is a devastating double team. As Sherri picks up the Blue Invader with a chokehold, and KYLIE comes off the ropes and nails a super kick on to the Blue Invader. KYLIE is now in the ring, and the Blue Invader has been stunned. As we welcome Philip Reynolds to the chat room. As KYLIE is in control, and she drops the Blue Invader with a bulldog. The Blue Invader is unable to make a tag, and KYLIE will continue on the attack. KYLIE now with another running uppercut on the Blue Invader. This is a choice roll. She's going to need a 7 or lower to complete this, and she missed it. As Blue gets out of the way, and Blue fires back with a clothesline that staggers KYLIE. And Blue is going to tag out, and Black will come back into the ring. This mysterious Black Invader, the leader of this entourage, comes in, and Black is just going to go right to an arm drag takeover and take KYLIE down to the canvas. KYLIE quick to get to her feet. KYLIE catches the the Black Invader with an arm bar. But the Black Invader fires back and just slaps KYLIE across the face and struts around the ring with an arrogant swagger that leaves KYLIE very unhappy about that. Here's another arm drag from the Black Invader that takes KYLIE back down to the canvas. But again, KYLIE first to her feet, and a Russian leg sweep takes the Black Invader down. Black Invader unable to make a tag. KYLIE will make a tag and bring Sherri Martel back into the match. Here comes Sherri into the match, and Sherri nails the Black Invader with a running knee lift. good solid contact on that. Here's a forearm smash from Sherri. And the Black Invader fires right back. And a big headbutt by the Black Invader, and that stuns Sherri. Sherri staggers and drops to one knee as the Black Invader takes charge. Here comes the Black Invader with a body press and a cover, but Sherri is able to kick out after the body press. Black Invader in charge here. Black Invader is going to follow that up with an attempt at a top rope neck snap. And that is going to be successful. And down goes Sherri once again. Black Invader in control. Black Invader now is going to pitch Sherri out of the ring. And here we go again to the arena floor. And it is Sherri who grabs the Black Invader by the back of the head and just nails her with a face smash onto the announcer's table. And the Black Invader now has been stunned as Sherri is in control. Sherri now with a scoop slam and a cover. But the Black Invader kicks out of that one. Sherri now in control. Sherri's going to go for another big scoop slam to put the Black Invader down hard to the canvas. Sherri follows that up with another running knee lift. Here's another attempt at a cover. And again, the Black Invader is able to kick out, but the Black Invader now finds herself in trouble as Sherri Martel has taken the fight to this Black Invader. Sherri's going up for a death jump. Off the ropes comes Sherri. And she blasts the Black Invader with a flying clothesline off the top rope. And the Black Invader is down. Sherri tags in KYLIE. We're going to see another double team here. And it's a good one. It is another double clothesline by Sherri and KYLIE. And that is going to put the Black Invader back down onto the mat. KYLIE now in control. KYLIE was the least likely member to join this team. She's very good-natured and, in fact, a very happy-go-lucky wrestler, but she was taken into this alliance pretty much by force by Saraya Knight. And KYLIE has stepped up very well to the heat of competition for a person who is otherwise a very good-natured and happy-go-lucky wrestler. KYLIE is now in control, and she drops the Black Invader with a bulldog. Black Invader up to hands and knees, and as KYLIE comes in, another slap from the Black Invader. And I tell you, this Black Invader does not seem to have any respect whatsoever for Kylie Rae. And now Black is going to tag out, and back into the ring is going to come the Yellow Invader. Yellow in control now against KYLIE, and Yellow with a forearm smash across the chest of KYLIE that stuns KYLIE. Yellow follows up with a whip to the turnbuckle. Off the turnbuckle comes KYLIE, but KYLIE grabs the arm and reverses that and whips Yellow into the opposite turnbuckle. But off the turnbuckle comes Yellow, and she slams into Kylie Rae with a skull-splitting running lariat, and KYLIE now has been staggered. KYLIE staggered, and Yellow is in control. Here's a whip to the opposite turnbuckle. And coming off the turnbuckle this time, it is KYLIE who lifts a knee to the head of the Yellow Invader, and KYLIE gets back in control. Here's a jawbreaker. Yellow fires back with an open hand chop and a whip to the ropes. Off the ropes comes KYLIE. And on a roll of 8, it is a hard back elbow from the Yellow Invader that puts KYLIE back down on the mat. KYLIE in some trouble here, and here is a crossover knee lock by the Yellow Invader. Painful submission maneuver. KYLIE able to escape that, but another whip to the ropes by the Yellow Invader. And this time, on a roll of 10, it is a collision mid-ring, and the advantage goes to the wrestler with the power, and in this case that would be the Yellow Invader. Yellow tagging out now to Red. It's going to be a double team for Yellow and Red And on a roll of 6, it is an awesome double neck breaker that takes KYLIE down to the canvas hard. That puts red in control as red moves in. And red is going to go for a surfboard type maneuver. Red going for the surfboard, but KYLIE escapes out of the surfboard attempt, and it is KYLIE with a whip to the ropes. She got the arm of red coming in, whips red into the ropes. KYLIE drops down. She drops down again. And oh, as red comes off the ropes, KYLIE gets up and nails red with a back elbow smash. This is a tremendous battle. All 4 women going back and forth. And KYLIE now, after the big elbow smash, is going to go for a cannonball in the corner. Here's KYLIE going for the cover. Red kicks out of that. But KYLIE has got the momentum. KYLIE's going to go up for a death jump. And oh, on a roll of 10, it is a big missile drop kick from KYLIE onto the red invader. And the red invader has been staggered. Tag to Melissa. And here comes another double team, and it is a running double clothesline as Melissa and KYLIE just nail the red invader. Melissa's one of the best finishers in the business. Can she do something here? Melissa is going to pitch red out of the ring, and here we go again to the arena floor, and we're going to go to the shenanigans chart. What is going to happen here? We are going to see some ringside mayhem, and it is going to be the tables chart. Melissa's going to try and set up a table, and she has got the table set up on the arena floor as Melissa and the red invader are battling it out on the arena floor. But oh, on the gut check roll, it is the red invader who prevails, and backdrops Melissa through the table at ringside. Melissa is down and she is hurt, and she is slow to get to her feet, but red invader is more than happy to help hustle Melissa back into the ring after Melissa has been backdropped through that table at ringside. And now it is going to be the red invader coming back with a big boot to the head of Melissa, and Melissa has been staggered. And the tag now goes to the blue invader. Into the ring comes the blue invader. Blue invader in control, and just pulls the hair of Melissa and swings her around and dumps her into the center of the ring. Blue's going to go for a cover. Melissa easily kicks out of that, but the blue invader is in charge here, and Melissa finds herself in trouble. And here is a powerbomb by the blue invader. She's got Melissa down. We're going to see a pin save attempt. Now all 4 women in the ring are brawling. Blue invader makes the cover. The pin roll here is a 7 or lower. Oh, but on a roll of 8, Melissa just kicks out. Melissa just kicked out after that power bomb. But the blue invader has Melissa in trouble. Now they're going to go for a double team as the black invader wants in. The black invader wants to finish things off here. A high double neck breaker by blue and black. The referee's desperately trying to clear the ring. Black and Melissa are legal. And now it is black with a Boston Crab. Black's got Melissa in a Boston Crab. She is unable to escape, but finally SARAYA gets over and shoves black to interrupt that. SARAYA is put out of the ring. Black invader is still in charge, and now the black invader is going to go for a body press. She's going to go for the cover. The Heartland ladies have one more pin save, and on a roll of 5, it is SHERRI who just at the last minute saves Melissa from being pinned after that body press by the black invader. Now black and blue are going to come in and double team once again. And this time it is a stiff elbow smash from the blue invader that stuns Melissa. Blue is the legal invader in the ring. Melissa still in trouble. And it is blue with a whip to the ropes. Melissa comes off the ropes, and on a roll of 9, that is the big shoulder tackle, and the Blue Invader is the stronger of the two, so the Blue Invader prevails. Blue now is going to go for a double leg drop. But Melissa gets out of the way of that. And Melissa comes back with a curb stomp. Wow! What a comeback move by Melissa, pounding the Blue Invader into the mat with a curb stomp. The Blue Invader makes the tag. The Yellow Invader comes into the ring, just as Melissa makes a tag to SARAYA. So SARAYA and the Yellow Invader are now the legal competitors in the ring. And it is Yellow who gets the advantage. And Yellow is going to try to throw a big haymaker. She connects with that big haymaker, and down goes SARAYA. Yellow follows that up with a Boston Crab. All of these invaders seem to like that Boston Crab maneuver. SARAYA may be forced to tap out here, but she's able to power her way out. The Heartland ladies have used all of their pin saves, and it is desperation time now as the invaders are in control. Here's a roll-up by the Yellow Invader. SARAYA kicks out of that, and SARAYA is leaving the ring with the Yellow Invader in pursuit. But on a roll of 4, it is SARAYA who grabs the leg of the Yellow Invader and slams the leg of the Yellow Invader into the steel ring post. That was brutal. The Yellow Invader is holding that leg as SARAYA comes in with a big Samoan drop to take down the Yellow Invader. SARAYA follows up, punches to the midsection. The Yellow Invader is back to her feet. SARAYA with a running kick. The Yellow Invader dodges that one, and the Yellow Invader follows up with a crossover knee lock on SARAYA. SARAYA slow to get to her feet. Yellow in control. SARAYA should make a tag, but the Yellow Invader is in control. Here's a flying hair mare that takes SARAYA down. SARAYA still not able to make the tag. A Boston Crab again, and SARAYA pulls her way out of the ring. But on the arena floor, here we go again to the shenanigans chart. Yellow and SARAYA on the arena floor. And this time it is going to be the foreign object chart. We're going to get a foreign object involved here. It's going to be it is going to be the ring bell. The Yellow Invader has picked up the ring bell. She is coming after SARAYA with the ring bell. But SARAYA takes the ring bell away from the Yellow Invader and slams the Yellow Invader upside the head with the ring bell. Down goes the Yellow Invader. SARAYA now in control. Action goes out of the ring once again. And it is tooth and nail. They're battling on the arena floor. And SARAYA just reaches up and gouges the eyes of the Yellow Invader through that mask. The Yellow Invader has been blinded. SARAYA throws her back into the ring. Samoan drop, and down goes the Yellow Invader again. KYLIE Ray is in the ring. We're going to see a double team here. It is a face-first double suplex onto the canvas. They're going to try and pin the Yellow Invader here, but she kicks out of that. The Yellow Invader is in trouble here, and KYLIE Ray is the legal member of the Heartland ladies in the ring. She's going to go up for a death jump. She comes off with a missile drop kick off the top rope to put Yellow Invader back down once again. Here's another missile drop kick off the top rope. She connects again. Here comes Sherri Martel into the ring. They team up with a bone-crunching double clothesline on the Yellow Invader. Sherri's going to follow that up with an attempted submission move. She's going to try for the camel clutch here. She is able to lock in the camel clutch. but the yellow invader refuses to submit. Sherri Martel in control. Sherri with a running knee lift. Yellow invader is staggered. Sherri with a big clothesline. And the yellow invader goes over the top rope and out of the ring. And out we go to the arena floor once again. We've seen tables. We've seen foreign objects. And this time it is going to be another foreign object. This time it is, oh, they've reached outside the ring into the crowd, and somebody in the crowd was on crutches. And now Sherri Martel has a crutch, and she's going to try and bop the yellow invader with this crutch. And as we go to the gut check roll, it is Sherri who wins the gut check roll, and she nails the yellow invader with somebody's crutch from ringside. Back into the ring we go, and Sherri is just choking down the yellow invader on the ropes. Sherri follows that up with another hard clothesline, and down goes yellow. Sherri with a scoop slam. Here's a pin attempt on the yellow invader. And oh, Black tries to get in to make the save. She cannot make the save. But on a roll of 9, it is the yellow invader who is able to kick out. Yellow is in big trouble here. Into the ring comes Melissa. We're going to see a double team. And it's a running forearm smash from Melissa that stuns the yellow invader. Melissa and yellow duking it out. Melissa with a body splash onto the yellow invader. But the yellow invader fires back, and she's got Melissa rolled over into another Boston Crab. Melissa makes her way to the ropes to break the hold. We're going to see yellow tag out, and into the ring now comes blue. Yellow is exhausted and very nearly lost the match for the invaders. Blue comes into the ring with a whip to the turnbuckle. Off the turnbuckle comes Melissa, but she grabs the arm of Blue, whips Blue into the opposite turnbuckle, but Blue comes off of the turnbuckle, gets out of the way, and Melissa runs into the turnbuckle and tumbles out of the ring. Out to ringside we go once again. But it is a brawl from both opponents now on the arena floor. Under normal circumstances, this would be a disqualification, but this is a no disqualification situation as Melissa grabs the blue invader and just drops her with a backdrop onto the arena floor. Melissa in control here with a hard knee to the back. Blue gets to her feet. Blue fires back with a running high knee that staggers Melissa. Back to the ring we go. Here's a double leg drop by the blue invader. But Melissa gets out of the way of that, and Melissa fires back with a whip to the ropes. Off the ropes comes the blue invader, and oh, on a roll of 8. That is the power test, and the test of power goes to the blue invader, who knocks Melissa down to the canvas. Blue comes back now with another hair pull swing, and down face first into the mat is Melissa. Blue comes back with a face first suplex, just slamming Melissa face first into the mat. Here she comes again with that double leg drop, but this time Melissa gets out of the way of that one, and Melissa fires back with an elbow drop, and Melissa finally is able to make the tag, and comes in the ring comes Sherri Martel. Sherri Martel against the blue invader. Sherri with a hard clothesline. Sherri follows that up with another clothesline. The blue invader is staggered. Sherri with a kick to the ribs. The blue invader fires back, grabs her by the hair, and just throws her down to the canvas once again. Sherri goes out of the ring. Action spills out to the arena floor. It's another big brawl, and Sherri wins the big brawl. Sherri in control now and just chokes the blue invader on the top rope. And does her damage there. Blue takes another point of fatigue. Sherri in control. Sherri continues choking her on the top rope. And Blue powers out once again. But Sherri is relentlessly choking her opponent here, and now Sherri's going up for a top rope splash. This could be the finish. As Red tries to come into the ring, and Red is cut off by Kylie Ray on a spear. Sherri hits the top rope splash. The pin roll is a 9 or lower, and on a roll of 7, Sherri gets the pin. How about that? Sherri Martel has pinned the Blue Invader, and the Heartland ladies have won this contest. Congratulations to the Heartland ladies who have defeated the Masked Invaders on a top rope splash by Sherri Martel. And as we have stipulated, the Invaders now are going to have to unmask. And there is some controversy in the ring now as the Invaders are milling about, but the Heartland ladies have caught the Invaders, and Sherri's just going to rip the mask off of the Blue Invader. And we have discovered that the Blue Invader is none other than Judy Martin. Judy Martin is the Blue Invader. Quickly, the Red Invader comes over to aid the Blue Invader. These two are known tag team partners. They unmask the Red Invader to reveal Leilani Kai, the tag team partner of Judy Martin. So that's Blue and Red. Black is vehemently protesting not wanting to be unmasked, but Kylie has grabbed the Yellow Invader. They are unmasking the Yellow Invader, and that is none other than Mae Young, the Queen of Wrestling. Mae Young is your Yellow Invader. And finally, Saraya Knight and cheerleader Melissa have cornered the Black Invader and unmasked her to reveal none other than the Fabulous Moolah. Those are your Invaders, fans. The Fabulous Moolah was at the head of this invasion from the beginning. She brought in Mae Young to do a lot of the dirty work. Leilani Kai and Judy Martin were your tag team, functioning alongside these Invaders, but they have been unmasked here tonight by the heroic efforts of Sherri Martel and Kylie Ray and Saraya Knight and cheerleader Melissa. So congratulations to the ladies of the Heartland for winning and unmasking these 4 Invaders. None other than classic lady wrestlers from the 1970s and 80s, led by the Fabulous Moolah along with Mae Young, Leilani Kai, and Judy Martin. They have been revealed as your Invaders in a spectacular match here at Freedom Festival 2021. So congratulations to Sherri Martel, who scored the winning pinfall in this match, and to all of the Heartland ladies who contributed to unmasking these nasty Invaders. As Al, Red Sox fan, says, great storyline on the Invaders. That was a fun storyline to play out, but a tough one to keep all those cards off the screen and not accidentally reveal either the names or the images of those Invaders as we go. And now we get back to regular action here on Freedom Festival 2021. Your next match is going to be for the World Tag Team Championship. Your NWA World Tag Team Champions are the Road Warriors, Hawk and Animal, managed by Precious Paul Ellering. They will be opposed by the former champions, the Fabulous Freebirds, Michael P.S. Hayes and Terry Bam Bam Gordy, who will be seconded at ringside by the one and only Buddy Roberts, their constant Freebird companion. Wow, I need a minute after the conclusion of that Invaders angle just to get my wits back about me and get things back under control, as the fans here at the Irvin J. Nutter Center in Dayton, Ohio, where Heartland Championship Wrestling was born, are still buzzing over an exciting win for Sherri Martel and the ladies of the Heartland, who have finally, after many, many months, unmasked the Lady Invaders. All right, we are ready for our next contest for the NWA World Tag Team Championship. it will be the two big men, Animal and Terry Bam Bam Gordy, to start things off in this contest. The stakes are high. The Road Warriors have already defeated the Freebirds to win the World Tag Team Championship. This is the rematch for the Freebirds. And it will be Gordy to start things off. But the opening initiative role goes to the Animal. Animal with a big elbow smash to the head of Gordy. Staggers Gordy. Animal follows that up with a flying shoulder ram off the ropes that staggers Gordy. Animal has a lot of speed and agility for a big man. And Animal now comes back with a jumping elbow smash. And Gordy goes down hard. Gordy makes the tag to Hayes. And Michael Hayes makes his first appearance into the ring. He's going to do a little strutting. And then he's going to come at Animal. And just rakes the eyes of the Animal. Animal didn't like that. Animal follows back and catches a front facelock on Hayes and drives Hayes down to his knees. Animal not happy about that rake of the face, and here is a flying shoulder tackle by Animal that takes Hayes off his feet. Animal's going to go for a quick cover. Hayes forced to kick out. He wasn't expecting that. And just barely beat the 3 count to get out of that situation. And now they're going to go for the Doomsday device. They're going to try. Animal's getting Hayes up onto his feet, and immediately Buddy Roberts is going to try and interrupt this. And on a roll of 8, it is Buddy Rogers who gets onto the ring apron and provides the distraction. And Buddy Roberts has been kicked out of ringside. But still, that saved Hayes from tasting defeat, possibly at the hands of that Doomsday device. As Animal had him up and Hawk was ready to come off the ropes, Buddy Roberts got right into the ring and just shoved Animal. And immediately, rather than call for the disqualification, they have thrown Buddy Jack Roberts out of ringside. And Hawk has tagged himself into the match. Hawk is now legal against Michael Hayes in this situation. And now they're going to go for the Doomsday device again. Hawk comes off the top rope. And now it is Gordy who has to come into the ring. And Gordy makes the save. And it is Gordy who breaks up the pin count. And just like that, the Freebirds have used up both of their outside interferences, and Michael Hayes is on his own. Hawk's still in control. They're going to go for the Doomsday device again, and they nail it. And they have pinned Michael P.S. Hayes just like that. My goodness, that match barely lasted a couple of minutes as the Road Warriors knew exactly what they wanted to do. They got Hayes up for that Doomsday device. Roberts tried to interfere. Gordy tried to interfere. But the Road Warriors were not to be denied, as Hawk with the Doomsday device pins Michael P.S. Hayes, and the Road Warriors have successfully defended the NWA World Tag Team Championship in dominant fashion here at Freedom Festival 2021. Certainly in contrast to how intense and protracted the women's tag teams match was. It is the Road Warriors with a dominant win over the Freebirds to successfully defend the NWA World Tag Team Championships. Slam, boom, boom, you are through. Wow, says Al Red Sox fan. Oh, hey, Danny and Grace, Cards and Toys is in the chat room. Thank you, Danny, for coming to check things out here tonight. Always good to see you in the chat room. And I did get your latest shipment of cards. I haven't opened them up yet. I've been away on vacation this past week. But the cards have arrived, and I will be busting those out sometime later this week. So always appreciate your card rips. And to steal a phrase from Al Red Sox fan, check out that wonderful channel. Danny and Grace does auto racing live on his PlayStation, which is fun to watch. He does card rips for basketball, football, baseball, NASCAR, you name it. He is renewed my interest in card collecting. And of course, Al Red Sox fan, Another wonderful channel indeed. And now it is time for your main event of the evening, and this is for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. Your champion is Ric Flair, and he has dominated this belt for well over a year. The challenger is Curt Hennig, and Hennig is in a bad place here. His manager, SoCal Val, was beaten to within an inch of her life earlier tonight and will not be at ringside. For those of you who missed it, in our pre-show matches, the manager of Curt Hennig, SoCal Val, was attacked with a steel chair by the fallen angel and had to be taken from the arena on an ambulance. So Hennig is on his own tonight. Flair has James J. Dillon at ringside to watch his back as he is prepared to defend the NWA World Championship. The opening initiative role goes to Flair. And Flair comes out with a snapmare, tries to take Hennig over. Oh, but Hennig is able to duck out of that one, knock Flair to the canvas, and execute a rolling neck snap onto Flair. He makes the quick cover, but Flair kicks right out of that one. Hennig quickly in control. Hennig goes to the sleeper. Sleeper hold on Ric Flair. He is able to escape to the ropes, but Flair is in a bad way here to start this match. Hennig follows that up quickly. He's going to go for the axe, that move patented by his father, the great Larry the Axe Hennig. He takes Flair down to the canvas, and now it is the Hennigplex. This is a finishing hold. On a roll of 5 or lower, we're going to have a pinfall and a new champion. And James J. Dillon is going to attempt to distract the referee. And on a roll of 6, he is able to successfully distract the pin count. So Hennig is not able to get the pin, but Flair is quickly in trouble here, and Hennig is taking control. Hennig with a sleeper hold once again. Flair staggers to the ropes. Hennig staying in control with a running knee lift. He nailed Flair with that knee lift. Hennig goes for the cover, and on a roll of 6, Flair is able to kick out once again. Flair is a hard man to pin. He's the 60-minute man. He can go all night long. But Hennig is wrestling with a level of inspiration that we haven't seen from him in a long, long time. He is furious about what the Horsemen have done to his crew and what Fallen Angel has done to his manager here tonight. And now Hennig is going to go for the figure 4 leg lock, adding insult to injury as Hennig tries to clamp the figure 4 onto Ric Flair himself. And he is able to get the figure 4 leg lock cinched in. And Flair has to make his way over to the ropes. Hennig in control. What's he going to do now? Another forearm hammer from Hennig. Has Flair backing into the turnbuckle. Flair staggers away from the turnbuckle and just drops face first onto the mat as he has been staggered. Another big forearm from Hennig. Flair finally gets to his feet, and Flair tries to snapmare him over again, and again Hennig slips out of that move, and Hennig with a snapmare takes Flair down to the mat. Hennig in control. Hennig now with a standing drop kick, and he nails that standing drop kick. Curt Hennig has one of the best standing drop kicks in the history of wrestling. And Hennig now in control with that one. Is going to go once again to the figure 4 leg lock, and he's got it cinched in. And Flair is forced to make his way to the bottom rope. Flair in trouble here as James J. Dillon tries to encourage his man. And now we've got James J. Dillon, who is going to try and interfere. He's seen enough. James J. Dillon on the ring apron, and he distracts the referee and throws his shoe to Ric Flair. But Hennig grabs the shoe and throws it out of the ring. So the distraction from James J. Dillon is to no avail. As he tried to get his shoe into Flair, Hennig throws the shoe out of the ring. And now Hennig is going to go for the Hennigplex. He's got him up. He's got him over and down. And on a roll of 7 or less, we're going to have a new world champion. But on a roll of 8, Flair just is able to kick out. Oh my goodness, Flair is in a world of hurt here, as Hennig has all the momentum. James J. Dillon is beside himself. Hennig with the axe. Nails Flair, and Flair tumbles out of the ring. Action spills out to the arena floor. But Hennig is just going to wait it out in the ring and force Flair to come back into the ring with the helpless crawl. It's the helpless crawl back into the ring. Hennig in control. He's going to go again to the sleeper hold. He's got Flair down to his knees with the sleeper hold. What's Hennig going to do now? Hennig is going to go for another standing drop kick that staggers Flair. Flair is on Dream Street here as Hennig goes for the back suplex. He follows that up with a whip to the turnbuckle, but Flair reverses the whip to the turnbuckle, and as Flair charges into the turnbuckle, Hennig comes off with a hard lariat that takes Flair back down to the canvas. Flair tumbles out of the ring once again. And Hennig is going to follow. And it is Hennig who slams the head of Ric Flair onto the steel ring steps. Hennig is wrestling like a house of fire here. Here is the Hennigplex once again. The pin roll is now 8 or lower. And on a roll of 3, he got him. Ladies and gentlemen, Curt Hennig has won the NWA World Heavyweight Championship here tonight in Dayton, Ohio, as he just put a beat down on Ric Flair like something I have never seen, and won it with the Hennigplex. Oh my goodness, what a match. That is the match of his life, as we have a brand new World Heavyweight Champion here in the NWA. Congratulations to Mr. Perfect Curt Hennig. He had no manager, he had no allies at ringside. He had James J. Dillon to deal with, and Hennig toppled the Nature Boy Ric Flair to win the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. Congratulations to Curt Hennig. Congratulations to all of tonight's winners, the Road Warriors, the Heartland ladies, and of course in our pre-show matches it was Bryan Danielson, the Midnight Rockers, Mercedes Martinez with victories, Nick Bockwinkel, and the team of Rick Rude and Ernie the Big Cat Ladd all emerged victorious tonight. And what a night for the SoCal crew. They lost their leader, but Rude and Ladd were able to conquer the powers of pain in tag team competition, and Curt Hennig in your main event is your new NWA World Heavyweight Champion. History made in Dayton, Ohio, as Curt Hennig has captured the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. And that is where we will wrap things up for tonight. So thank you to everybody who came out. Thank you to James Lawrence making his appearance tonight. Al Red Sox fan, Danny and Gray's Cards and Toys, and Philip Reynolds all made it out for the live event. And if you're catching this on the replay, thank you so much for joining us here from the Dave Cave for the presentation of the annual pay-per-view broadcast, Freedom Festival 2021. On behalf of the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network, we thank you all for joining us. We will be back on Friday night with Game 7 of the Epic Basketball League 1971-72 Championship Finals, the deciding game between the Bulls and the Lakers. So until Friday night, that's our stream, and I am out of here.